Hey guys, twice, and today I have a very interesting video for you. This is kind of a new segment that I wanted to go on because I think this is going to help explain a couple things about the players on our team. This is a new segment called Why Do I Play This Deck? And this is the first one. It's going to be my Beast Deities. Let me explain first of all that I've been playing Nova Grapplers almost since I started the game. About June of 2013 actually, right after my junior year of high school, and when Cross was graduating high school, he introduced me to Vanguard because he saw some of his friends at school playing the game. He was curious about it. We had just gotten off of Yu-Gi-Oh! Maybe 6 months before. We didn't like the way that the game was going, thought that the power creep was really bad, and that, frankly, I didn't like the Yu-Gi-Oh! Community anymore. I thought it was just stupidly competitive. And we found Vanguard, and it was kind of a newish game. It was only up to set 8, and we didn't really know a lot about it, so I went with Cross. He bought me a Royal Paladin trial deck and bought himself an Arakami trial deck, which, of course, is a pretty bad matchup to begin with, but anyway, it was really fun. So then when we got on into the game, that day I bought a Nova Grappler trial deck, and ever since then, it's probably evolved into my favorite clan. I love my Angels and my Pale Moon and whatnot, but there's something about Novas that I've always just really liked. Maybe it's the style, maybe it's the gameplay or the way the cards look, but this deck means a lot to me in particular, because I think this deck really has an amazing personality to it. Let me explain. So Beast Deity started off in set 6, as we all know, with Azure Dragon and his support. We only had 4. We had White Tiger, Scarlet Bird, Black Tortoise, and Azure Dragon. And Azure Dragon pretty much worked with every Nova Grappler card. It wasn't really an archetype yet. Then when set 9 rather came out, then we got a Luminal Dragon, a proper cross ride with a limit break, the first limit break Nova Grappler that there was. And he was exclusive to the Beast Deities. His limit break only worked with Beast Deity. And so we got cards like Blank Marsh and Golden Anglet, and it began to grow. Then set 10 came out, and we get, of course, our break ride, Ethics Buster. We got Hatred Chaos, and Riot Horn and Hilarity Destroyer, a couple more cards. Slowly but surely, Beast Deities were growing, and the deck was actually rather competitive. One of the highest views that we have on a video is my updated Beast Deity deck for post set 10 with Illuminal Dragon, and I think that people were interested in the deck because it's kind of weird, but at the same time it was really fun. So I've been playing Beast Deity really since I've started playing Vanguard and since I started playing Nova Grapplers. And when set 13 came out and I saw some of the cards that it had in it, namely Beast Deity, I was ecstatic, because finally it became the proper archetype it was meant to be. And I think that it's got an amazing personality to it. Beginning with Ethics Buster. So Azure Dragon, Illuminal Dragon, those cards kind of, went away. But now we have an Ethics Buster centered deck. So let me explain the personality behind Ethics Buster. Ethics Buster is based on the winged tiger from mythology. He has a Radiant Fist, and that's kind of what he uses to lead the Beast Deities. And if you look at his artwork, he does actually look like a tiger. But the thing about Ethics Buster is that he has an unstable AI. He's kind of weird like that. Anyway, while he is an amazing fighter, he was always looking to become stronger. His goal was to become, of course, the strongest. However, when Link Joker invaded, he was corrupted by Chaos Breaker. Though Chaos Breaker tempted him with Reverse, he refused it, until Chaos Breaker forced it into his body and he became Ethics Buster Reverse. All of that pent-up aggression was finally released into this thing, which is kind of what gives it the playstyle of relentless attacks, like a beast, That's kind of where the style comes in. Beast stand of the beast, Kamui says that a lot in the anime. That's, again, the mentality. However, Ethics Buster is the only unit to have ever overcome the reverse on his own. When he heard a voice that said, "Is this the way you wish it to be?" and he thrusted the reverse from his body and became the strongest. Ethics Buster Extreme, I say, is my personal avatar. I really like this card. It really reinforced my belief in this deck when I pulled an SP version of it from set 13. And, I know it sounds really weird, kind of nerdy maybe. This is why I really like playing this game, because the cards themselves have personality. And that was one thing I didn't like about Yu-Gi-Oh! Is that I didn't feel like the decks that I were playing had any personality. They were just for the sake of, playing, being competitive, and there was no fun to it. what Bushiroad did is that they added a whole new depth to the game. They created a planet, Cray, where they centered the entire story around. All of these units are like actual characters on the planet, and they go through changes and they have personalities. Ethics Buster in this case, went through multiple changes, and now he's finally the leader that he was meant to be, Ethics Buster Extreme. So the reason I play this deck is not only because of its personality, but also its style. I like restanding cards. I like the combos that I can get off. Facing decks like Kagero, Narukami, and Link Joker make me sad because I lose my rear guards. But the reason I play Beast Deity is because it has a lot of meaning to me. Because I feel like I've been waiting for this deck since I started playing Vanguard. And when Set 13 came out and I was finally able to get my hands on Beast Deity cards, our cross break rides, our finalized support, this was the first deck that I finished. So I'm really proud of this deck. I enjoy playing it a lot. You guys have seen me play this deck multiple times, whether it's against Cross, JD, Odd, I've played it against everybody. And for good reason. I love Nova Grappler. I think it's an awesome clan. I like Beast Deity. I think it's a really good sub-clan. There's a lot of personality to the cards. And the lore, while it might seem nerdy to really kind of, know so much about it, I think it adds a whole new depth to the game. And that's why I play this deck, is because I feel a nice personal connection to it. I know that's why Cross plays Narukami. He really enjoys the Eradicators. And so do I. I think the Eradicators are a really awesome sub-clan. That's why JD plays Kagero. He thinks, the End is one of the coolest cards in the game. The reason Odd plays Shadow Paladins is because he loves the ideology behind the clan. And he loves Deep Police for their cool playstyle. The reason that we play the decks that we do is because we have such a personal connection to them, whether in playstyle or in lore. There's all kinds of reasons to like these decks, and that's why I like Beast Deity. So, this has been more of an in-depth kind of video. Not really any major content there, but I thought this would be a nice explanatory video as to why we do play the decks that we do. Because Vanguard having so many different clans, you have options in how you play and the kind of decks that you can run. So I think that the clans that you choose, the decks that you build, say a lot about not only yourself, but, about what you like about this game. And so this has been, why I play Nova Grappler and why I play Beast Deity. Hope you guys enjoyed. Remember to always have a great day and keep card fighting. We'll see you next time.